Hey, Andrew here at SHOT 2020 with Mark Westrom from Armalite. Looks like we've got some new stuff. Talk me through all the new goodies you guys have.
Well, we've brought out a new version of the supersass, the semi-automatic sniper system. This is primarily a law enforcement and military gun. It's been quite successful in international markets and in the police markets.
It sounds sassy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, puns are the lowest form of humor.
I know, I'm going to hell for that.
The gun has a rail system on it. It basically is the same gun, but there are popular requests for some of the updates. For the export law enforcement market in particular, and military market, the original SASS stays in production so that parts commonality is not diminished. We have an interesting little 9mm here. That is a necessary item for, again, law enforcement sales. It's also now popular in commercial areas. Many police departments and international forces require that for local police or for close-in contact, nothing more than a 9mm can be used. So to have a complete product line going from 7.62 to 5.56 down to 9mm, that's new for Armalite this year and SAC. Now I mention SAC because about 6 years ago I sold Armalite to Strategic Armory Corps. It has now been taken over by a very good guy out of the beer industry, so we speak the same language to a great degree.
Now you're talking.
Now I'm talking. His focus when he sought out the firm was to find a company with premium brands. So we've got, even though I said Armalite, it's part of a firm that has Surgeon, Macmillan. It has Nexus, very high grade ammunition. It has AWC suppressors. It's a very much full service organization, only of premium brands. There are no low quality brands in that organization. It's very interesting for me to come back after 6 years, along with the previous owners of Surgeon and Macmillan, to be here to speak to you guys and to meet people in the industry and in the market. There's been a lot of change over the last few years, but the Armalite, the Macmillan, the Surgeon products, the AWC still are extremely high-grade products, and the Nexus ammunition line, as far as I'm concerned, is unsurpassed in terms of precision, accuracy, and detail. What questions are common to you?
Obviously, people are going to want to know all about this. Does it take Glock mags?
Okay. Yes, it takes Glock magazines. That's taken over from the Uzi magazine as the most common magazine in the country because it's useful in many handguns and many other rifles.
And obviously for law enforcement, that there's good synergy there between most of them
yes.
and their duty weapons, a Glock.
And the rifle, or the carbine, call it as you will, is normally in 9x18, 9mm Luger caliber. But for the export market, it's kind of funny that in many countries, they aren't allowed to have 9mm Luger. For instance, in sales into Italy, the 30 caliber carbine round was made with a cartridge case a millimeter shorter. So you couldn't shoot military ammunition in a carbine.
So there will be a foreign version of this
yes.
for people overseas,
yep.
especially European
yep.
countries. Some of them have laws that prohibit them from owning a cartridge that's in military service.
SAC is focused on reaching out to customers not only domestically but overseas, and even some of the domestic customers may have their own needs or special wants, and we'll accommodate those.
Awesome. This looks like a lot of fun. I definitely want to get my hands on one. Can you speculate on when it might be available?
It's finished initial testing. It's going through final testing now, and our goal is to get it into production in 2020.
Awesome. So hopefully sometime this year,
yes.
but as things go, they're often, there are stumbling blocks along the way bringing anything to market. So it's understandable that there's not a clear release date yet. Do you have any idea on what the MSRP will be?
We're in discussions on that now. The main focus among the marketing folks and sales is to push for a price just under $1,000.
Oh, okay.
But
and of
but we'll
course,
see.
it's not in production yet, so that may change.
The 5.56 caliber arms benefit from an intense competition and a lot of suppliers.
Economies of scale.
Economies of scale, and a new firearm always comes out at a higher price.
Of course.
Until the quantities get up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you for tolerating my stupid questions.
No, you're doing fine.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be at a lot of different booths. Stay tuned. I love you.